Hi, everybody. This is Sanchez, and welcome to Soul Food. Here's the question. Brother Bo, how do I motivate myself? Your question is amazing. I'll tell you why. A lot of people, I'm a writer. And so sometimes, people tell me, Brother Boy, I want to be a writer like you. Pero ito yung problema ko. Wala ko inspiration. I'm waiting for inspiration. That's the problem. If you're a writer, you don't wait for inspiration. Now, you can apply this into all of life. Every single day, you don't wait for motivation. You don't wait for inspiration. You create it. Kaya ang ganda ng tanong mo. Your question, how do I motivate myself? How do I encourage myself? How do I inspire myself? That's the right question. Don't wait, create it. So how do you create it? Here's the thing. Your brain is so phenomenal. The reason why you are sane right now is because you've got a filter in your brain. Can you just imagine the billion stimuli that is bombarding you right now? All the senses and all the sights, all the tastes, all the smells, all the sounds. It's just bombarding you all over the place, right? Not to mention what's on your phone, that rectangular thing in your pocket, and the deluge of information and the data that's being given to you. I want you to know that filter is so phenomenal that it can, out of the billion stimuli, it will focus on only one thing. Because if it does not focus, you will go insane. Masisiraan ka ng ulo. So it focuses. Here's the problem. We can focus on the wrong things. And if you focus on the wrong things, you will be demotivated. You will not be inspired. So how do you create motivation? How do you motivate yourself? How do you inspire yourself every day? Focus. You've got to focus on the right things. And what is the right thing? For me, it is your emotional why. You need to locate that deep within you. Dig deep. Why do you do what you do? Bakit ka bumabangon sa umaga? Why do you wake up in the morning? And why do you get out of bed? And why do you go out of the house? And why do you do the things that you do? It's got to be so real. It's got to be emotional. The why. And some people will say, oh, my kids, I just want to love people, and I want to love God, or it's got to be something tangible, something that you feel in your gut. So focus on that. Remind yourself of that. You can do that in so many ways. Reminding yourself. When I was still single, almost 30 years ago, I wrote down 15 pages of my dreams, what I wanted to do in life. Serve God, serve God's people, build Anowim, be a best-selling author, blah, 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 write, 15 pages. And then every morning, I would read those 15 pages as part of my prayer life. It was powerful. Oh my gosh. Just waking up in the morning, looking at my emotional why and saying, let's go. Let's go to work. Let's make it happen. The pandemic seemed to draw out all the energy in me. How do I fight it? First of all, you're normal. The pandemic, even if it's you think it's it's already almost ending, the beginning of the end. We're seeing the light at we're happy it's almost about to end, but 2 years of incredible stress, of losing loved ones, OMG, of getting sick yourself. And maybe some people have long COVID. The symptoms kind of like are still there after many months. I want you to know you're normal. But at the same time, I also want you to know that you need to create a morning ritual. You want to know how to fight this blah, this, gosh, I don't know, I don't feel like doing anything. Morning ritual. You've got to have, you have to tighten it. So what do you do in the morning? My guess is this, for a lot of people, people wake up in the morning, they open their eyes at bed, and the first thing they do is reach out for that rectangular thing that's on their phone. and that's it. That in their pocket. I'm sorry, and on the dressing table, they just pick it up, and then they, while lying down in bed, they're scrolling. They allow that's their morning ritual. And my encouragement to you is, no, get good news before bad news, because what you're going to get are the most popular posts. And what are the most popular posts? Those that instill fear. I'll tell you why. Because whoever makes those posts, they want to be seen. And so for you to go up the rankings, the algorithm, for you to say, okay, how will I have this post be seen by so many people? Usually, anything that creates panic and stirs up fear. And so that's what you're giving your mind, your beautiful, fresh, brand new mind in the morning, that stuff that will make you afraid. Oh gosh. So tighten and establish a inspiring, empowering morning ritual. I'll tell you why. If you win the morning, you win the day. And so what I do is I wake up in the morning and I just meditate. First thing first, I just meditate, go into the presence of God, allow God. One of my favorite meditations is my 5-minute meditation. And 5 minutes, not because it's 5 minutes, it could be 1 minute, it could be 20 minutes. But the reason why I call it 5-minute meditation is because I imagine dying after 5 minutes. And you might say, Brother Bo, that's morbid. I don't want to do that. To each his own. But for me, if I remind myself that I can die anytime, the hierarchy of my values just reconfigure. And the things that were very important to me, all of a sudden, are not important anymore. And the things that bothered me before, what people say of me, what's my reputation, and they're all thrown out the window. And I begin to zoom into what is most important in life. If I have only 5 minutes left to live, it's love, it's people, it's relationships, it's how can I be a gift to them. Oh man. So I do that every day. And I do that in the morning, just meditate in the presence of God. I exercise. So there, establish a morning ritual. Next question. I feel unmotivated to work, to move, to talk to people. Are these things okay? Yeah. Here's my guess why you feel unmotivated at work, you don't want to talk to people, you don't want to move. Maybe, okay, I'm not saying 100%, but maybe there is unaddressed grief that you've not allowed yourself to feel. In this pandemic, people have lost loved ones. People have lost jobs. People have lost opportunities. People have lost so many things, time with friends. And any kind of loss, especially, of course, if you lost someone, right? Someone died, But even the other kinds of losses, you need to allow yourself to grieve, because if you do not grieve, you see, grief heals. That's how our system heals, through grief, allowing yourself to cry. We don't. We just distract ourselves. We just watch Netflix and K-drama just to, I don't want to think about it. No, you need. And the way to, so how do you allow yourself to grieve? You see, the reason why a lot of people are demotivated, the reason why people feel this lethargic feeling of, blah, is the grief in them is trying to express itself. So this is just one reason. There are many reasons, but I'm just saying that can you just check? And the way to do that is to come before the presence of God and just grieve. If you feel sad in the presence of God. If there's anger, why did this have to happen? Then express that anger in the presence of God. God can handle your anger. I love saying that. He's big enough. He can. And so feel those feelings, surrender them to God. Go to safe friends, share, cry. Take time. One day, you're going to feel much better because grief heals over time. Not instant, but you'll sense deep within you. Okay, I allowed tears to run down my cheeks. I feel so much better. What can I do to not be trapped in this cycle of demotivation? I'm going to encourage you to nurture, and this is a favorite topic of mine, the attitude of gratitude, the practice of appreciation. It's got to be embedded. It's got to be a habit in your life. And so my recommendation is this. I love talking about it because, if there is a cure-all super pill that I have, it's got to be this. It's got to be gratitude. And so what you do is you embed it into your daily system, the rhythm of life, where you wake up in the morning and the first thing you do is you start thanking God. And maybe you can think of 5 things that you can thank God for. Whatever, thank God, thank God, thank God, thank God. And then in the evening, what you do is you start, what great things happened today? What are the blessings, small blessings, big blessings, and write them down, and do it consistently for the next 60 days. Just 2 months where you kind of like, you learn the habit of gratitude. And you'll be surprised that who you will become 2 months from now with this consistent habit of gratitude. You will be a different person 2 months from now. I'm going to bet on it because gratitude is powerful and it's going to be amazing. So, praying for you. God bless you. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for watching Soul Food. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Send your questions over. I hope I can answer them. You can send them through video or just write on the comments section. Thank you so much. This is Bo Sanchez for Soul Food. Always crave for more.